What's good, Smooth Family? Hope everybody doing good. You know, hope y'all, feeling blessed and things like that. But yeah, for today, I'm not gonna be in this episode because I had a infusion. So, but my dad gonna take over. But what's good, Smooth Family? It's your boy Be Smooth. You can't be smooth, then you gotta move. And this is Smooth Talk. We got a special guest that's gonna be coming up here in a minute. I'm gonna let my dad introduce her and stuff like that. But I hope y'all enjoy this episode, and I love you. I'll see you later.
Oh, you could have left it in there. Like you said, he had an infusion this week, y'all. He's relaxing and everything. And you know how that is when he have that or a transfusion. But yes, we have a very special guest today. She's gonna be talking about the reflection and inspiration of her incredible journey of pieces of me. She's an author, y'all. I got to get the book myself. I hadn't had a chance to get the book yet, but I got to get the book myself. But I don't heard some good things about it. So with no further ado, we're gonna bring up Miss Vianca Black. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. Excited to be here. Nervous, but excited.
Hey, we just like family over here. We just like family. Trust me, when I first started doing this with my son, oh boy, I wouldn't hardly say nothing.
Right, right. That's why I was like, okay, let me relax, make sure I was gonna flow.
Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, they'll make you feel right at home, especially the smooth family. When they get up in here, they'll make you feel right at home.
Oh, well, good, 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 good,
Yeah,
good.
when they come in, sometime I put it up on the screen. They'll be speaking and everything. Like Kitty's here right now. Hey, Kitty. Um, that's part of my son, smooth family.
Uh-huh.
So they come in. They they show up. Let me put it that way. They will show
Awesome.
up. They will show up in here too. Let me
That's
just put it
awesome.
that way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So before we get started, how you been doing?
Oh, I've been good actually. I just came back not too long ago from Missouri, and my job sent me there for a month working. I
Hmm.
am recently gotten engaged to be married. So
Oh,
right now I am good. I'm good.
congratulations.
And then of course, you know, this happened for me. So this was a long time coming, a long journey, and I'm thinking, very considering, really, really hard about part two. I'm really thinking on that because things are looking up for me a lot in my life.
Hmm.
My perspective have shifted a lot on a lot of different situations in my life. So yeah, I'm thinking about part two. But yeah, I'm good.
Well, congratulations on your engagement and congratulations. I feel like you're gonna do part two. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm crazy enough to think further on out there. Some people think I'm crazy, but that's okay. I'd rather be that type of crazy than the other type of crazy.
Right. That's right. I know, right?
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. One of my question is that what inspired you to do this?
What inspired me to do this? I think the greatest thing for me is um, pain changes you. Pain changes you like no other. Hurt changes you, and it causes you to go in this shell and shut yourself apart from everybody and everything, and it changes your self worth. It changes you how you see yourself. And when my mom will always tell me, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, things will shift for you. And I think I got tired of always feeling alone, being alone, feeling like pain was my purpose. And it's not. It's not my purpose. So the greatest thing I learned going through therapy and talking to my psychiatrist was that talking about it, releasing is very, very powerful. So what I did was I had a fear of standing in front of people at one point in time. Even now I still get nervous. Even though I've had programs and stuff like that, I still get nervous. But releasing it is a part of healing. And so me being a writer, I love to write poetry and all this other stuff. why not write my story? And to know that even if it's just one woman, one female, and then not even being biased, even if it's one man, because what I wrote about, it could affect anybody. So even if it touched one person, my goal will be reached. My goal will be reached. So I wanted to tell my story to not only for my part of my healing, but also hopefully to be a part of somebody else's healing journey.
And that's great because we as men, we can learn. We
Yeah,
can learn,
yeah,
even though
that's.
it's not like a lot of women do. They write these books and it be geared towards women, but
Hmm.
men captivate that stuff and we learn from it, especially if we got daughters. I got daughters too,
Yes, absolutely.
especially we got daughters, and it's so important that women like yourself and
Mhm.
other women, they write books like this to help, because it does help. And
Right.
one thing that you said is very key with all this. You said you talked to a psychiatrist, you went got help. A lot of
Hmm.
people don't want to get help. Sometimes you need help.
Yeah, I don't know why that is so shunned in the Black community. I don't know why. Yes, we've been taught to pray. Yes, we've been taught to give it to God. But sometimes there are steps to be had to get to that point. Of course, I prayed. Of course, I went to the church and laid before the altar and said, "Lord, take it away." But a little bit in us, it's like, God, what else? What else? It's still there. It's still there. It's a breaking that has to be done because it's layers upon layers that have been laid there. So now you got to go through the layers and the layers to get to the root, to deal with the tree, to deal with the issue. You got to get to the root of it. And a lot of times we talk, my story is about sexual abuse, and I've experienced it on multiple, more than once. And so we've been taught to be quiet, shut up about it, don't say nothing about it, and keep it low, keep it a secret. It's gonna hurt the family, it's gonna bother the family, whatever, whatever. But no, your life is on the line here. Your mental health is on the line here. Your physical being is on the line here, because when you are bothered and troubled within, it affects you outwardly. That's where sickness and stuff come from, constantly thinking and holding things in. No, we got to get this stuff out of us. So releasing is so important. Releasing it and not feeling shame about it because somebody else is embarrassed. No longer protecting these uh pedophiles and these rapists. We're not doing that no more. Gone is the day of protecting people who causes pain to other people, especially children, especially children. So I'm excited about the book. I'm excited about my story, very passionate about it. And anytime somebody asks me to come, which thank you guys for having me here on
Hmm.
this move platform, I'm excited about being here. um because people don't take sexual assault, sexual abuse, or whatever it is. It's so many layers of it. They don't take it serious. It's not taken serious enough to me. Not serious enough. And so anytime I'm invited to speak on it, I'm honored and I'm very, very thankful to be considered to share my story. Yeah.
And we're honored to have you because it's it gets down to the point that, and you're right about like the black people, our generation,
Mm-hmm.
our ethnic group, we don't want to talk about stuff. So
Right.
a lot of stuff has been hidden for so
Right.
long and swept up on the rug, and then when it comes out, it explodes like crazy. And then
Right.
you wonder where the pedophiles come from. You
Right.
wonder where the rapists come from. You wonder
Yeah.
where all this stuff come from, because
Right.
a lot of stuff has been swept up
Under
under
the
the rug. And we
absolute.
thank God that you came out with this book and everything. And for everybody just tuning in, welcome to Smooth Talk Podcast. Even and everybody, if this is your first time here, welcome. All the YouTube people, y'all welcome, because we're on YouTube too as well, Miss Bianca.
Absolutely.
And
Awesome.
and we
Awesome.
thank all of y'all for coming in and joining us today, because this is much needed. It's much needed, not only just for the women, but for us men too, because this may open up a door for men that's been sexual assault to even talk about it.
Yes. Yes. I have actually tapped into a couple of those people as well, people that I work with. people that I've known over the years and had no idea. People that I have met in church, I had no idea. And secretly, they have messaged me because, again, it's a bias. It only happens to women. It don't happen to men. It only happens to women. Don't How can a man be? Mm-mm. No, it can happen to anybody. Anybody. And your life is valued and important, and you deserve to share your story. And having those men have given me a different level of courage. Oh my God, yo, to have the men behind women pushing us, y'all are so vital and so important. And to have y'all with us, it's king, man. It's so powerful, so powerful. And to give them the opportunity to come to me, and me giving them the opportunity to be comfortable enough to share their story without judgment and without shame. It's an honor. It's an honor. I mean, I've heard a few stories from some men older than I am that has never said anything to anybody. And I'm telling you, it affects everybody. It affects everybody, And when I say everybody, I mean there's no respect of person. Pedophiles,
Mhm.
they don't care. Rapists, they don't care. Long as they get what they can get, that's all that's important to them. They're not considering the lifelong pain that they give you to carry. They're not considering that. So, and these men are suffering just as much as women because it's worse. They feel like it's worse for them because it's out there that men can't be raped. What you mean? How can you rape a man? No, it's possible.
Yes, it is.
Possible.
Y'all keep thinking that men can't be raped because we see it now. It's starting to be exposed now. You look at the
Absolutely.
teachers that are messing with these little young boys and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes. Yes.
I did an event last year with some men, and the theme was, how can we help the young men heal if we're not healed?
Right.
And just to listen to the men talk, some of the men had been raped, they had
Mm-hmm.
been touched, they had
Wow.
been sexual abused. And I'm
Wow.
sitting and I'm listening, I'm like, all this stuff had been hidden
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For years.
for
Mm-hmm.
years
For
because
years.
I'm 50, I just turned 56.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them guys is like, they was in their 30s.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I was like, man, I hope y'all hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Yep.
y'all hear this.
Yeah, and just to I've asked this young man who's actually older than me. I'm 40, and he's actually older than me, but I call him young man because he's a boy at heart because he suffered a lot. And I did ask him if I could share a little bit of his story without sharing his name, and just because of reflecting off what you just said, learning, discovering all the men out there. This man has children, and he never played with his children like a father would play with their kids. He never wrestled with his children. He never allowed his children to sit on his lap. He never was alone, like in the house alone for a long extended period of time with his children, because when he went to counseling, he said he was always told that if it happened to you, you're going to do it to somebody else. And he said he was determined to never hurt his child, none of his children, the way he was hurt and affected by sexual abuse.
Wow.
So he did not, he said he made sure they had clothes on their back. There was always food on the table, a roof over their head, any school program, anything they accomplished, he was right there. But to have that fatherly love, that touch, that physical touch, to where you need to hug your children and say, I love you and I'm here for you. Playing with your father, having those son and father and son wrestle moments and tussling or whatever. He never had the chance to experience that with his children because he was that afraid because of what was passed on to him. So it is important for men to be free too. It is important for men to share their story too. It is important because it don't just affect you, it affects the others around you. It does. It's real. It's real.
Yes, it is. It's so real
Yeah.
that it seems like it's not real. You
Yeah.
think it's something on TV, but it's not. This
It's
is
not
real
like
life.
it's
This is
real
real
life.
life. And I say a lot of times, this is not a game. You cannot
Mm-mm,
mash no reset button and start over. This
mm-mm.
stuff is straight up real and it's happening.
I'm gonna tell you how real it is. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I have. It's a question out there that's floating around on social media. I've seen it. It says how is it that women know other women they have experienced some level of rape, sexual abuse, assault, but there's no men that know another man that have actually committed that act.
Oh, I ain't heard that, but wow,
So how is
wow.
that? The women know somebody, but all the men be like, I ain't don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. That's how powerful it can go. That's how deep it can get. How secretive, you know. It can be scary. It can be scary because it's always the one people least expect it. Yep, yep. It's always the one that people least expect it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
even as parents, that's why we have to be able to open that door for our children to come talk just in case
that's
somebody touched them. You know, a lot of times the kids won't come talk because the parents have shut the door in
yep,
between. Oh, my brother didn't do that. My brother, well, your brother did touch him or
yep,
touch her.
yep, yep,
And one thing my mama always has said, she said, told all of us, she said, if anybody touch you, you come straight to me and tell me.
yep,
If they threaten you that they're gonna kill you,
yep,
he gonna have to kill all us then.
yep. That's
And I
right.
share that with my kids. I said, if somebody touch you, they threaten to kill you, then they're gonna have to kill all us.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. That protection is so needed for a child, especially when they are dealing with something. It's so needed, you know. And then in the long run, like me now as an adult, protection is one of my main factors that I need to feel if we're in a relationship. That's my main factor. You know, women look at, oh, he gotta have a job. He gotta do this. He gotta do that. Yes, those things come and go. You know, jobs come and go. Cars come and go, houses come and go, all that stuff come and go. But I need to know that you're going to stand with me and protect me, you know, because if you standing with me and protecting me, I got your back, and we can get through that other stuff. We'll make it through that materialistic things. But I need
Hmm.
to know that you got my back when I'm out here, you know, and that protection is so powerful for me. And I thank God that He has given me somebody that has made me feel safe and protected. Um, I'm so thankful. Shout out to my bed.
Shout out to you, man.
His name
We
is
ain't mad at you. We actually honestly we thank you. We thank you for that
yeah,
because you
too.
know we need to do that. Even
Yeah.
even in the times that I was when I was married and stuff like that. You know, my biggest thing was this is our house.
Yes,
We shouldn't have nobody trying to invade this.
that's right.
You know, I growing up, I didn't let my daughter sit on anybody's lap.
Yep,
No,
yep.
you don't sit on anybody's lap. I don't care what they say. I don't care. You do not sit there. You do not do
Right.
that. Even my
That's right.
son, I didn't let my son sit on laps like that.
That's
And
right.
and at the time when I had my girls before my son was born, and I would have my girls on the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I was home with them.
Mm-hmm.
I planned around them.
That's
If
right.
it was my weekend to keep them, that's
Mm-hmm.
what I did because I didn't push them off on somebody else to keep them while I go party or whatever I want to do.
Right.
No,
Right.
if I want to party, I waited till my next weekend.
Right.
I had them. So when they were with me, the only people they really seen was my mom and my sister, my
Mm-hmm.
brother, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a couple of my cousins that was very, very close and dear to me. I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
them around a whole bunch of people because of stuff like that.
Right. That's right. And I thank you for that because I'm telling you, you know, ain't nothing like having a father that is looking out and protecting their children. Nothing like it. You know, fathers are so vital in children's lives. You know, y'all may not think about it, with it being, you know, Father's Day, all y'all get is a pair of socks. You know, we got to cook on the grill. You know, yeah, we got to cook on the grill, and you know, y'all always feel like y'all get the end of the bad stick of the deal. But I'm telling you, fathers are so important. You guys are so important. The authority that you carry when you walk in a room is so important. Your energy is so important. So I am so thankful for you, and I'm thankful for your daughters. You know, my father wasn't there at the time, but you know, I am in the process of building that relationship with my father. You know, and forgiving whatever there was needed to be forgiven. You know, that's between me and him. But fathers are so needed, so needed. Then also God gave me a father, Bishop Tucker, to stand in the gap for me as I over the years as I came up. So, you know, I didn't miss out on too much. But That is so vital. I'm so glad that you was there for your babies. Yeah.
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 Yeah. And, and even though, and I've never been ashamed to even say this. And even though I wasn't there in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
like that with my daughters, once I got to getting back into their life, I apologize to them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men don't do that with their children. And
Right.
some women, but a lot of men don't do that with their children because it was a curse there that I had to break, even from
Mm-hmm.
following my father's footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one reason why they used to say, why you didn't name your son a junior because it's your only son. I said, because I want him to have his own identity.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can
Man,
name
that's
them a
powerful.
junior and then they will follow your
Yes.
footsteps.
Yes. Yes. Wow, that's powerful.
And
That's
so he
powerful.
he, he has his own journey, and that's what I wanted. And
Mm-hmm.
and like my friend James Truitt saying right here, this message really needs more awareness. It really
Yes, it
does
does.
because
Thank you,
you
James.
know they shelter a lot of stuff and
Mm-hmm.
push it up on the rug. If it ain't no booty shaking,
Mm-hmm.
if it ain't no twerking going on, if it ain't
Mm-hmm.
no half naked
Mm-hmm.
men going on, they really
Come
don't want to
on.
talk about it.
Come on. It's the
but
truth.
but all this stuff is behind the scene and it's
Yep.
going on, but you don't want to talk about it. But then
Mm.
once it hit home, now
Mm.
you ready to talk about it. That's where
Right.
my phrase come from. A friend of mine made a bracelet for me. That's my phrase I live by. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to you until it affects you. We need
Yep.
to start getting into it and let it matter now before it really do affect us.
Yeah, and it's sad that it got to get to that point for all of us to take it serious. It's sad that something has to happen to a loved one for us to take sexual assault or abuse or harassment serious before um, anything is done. It sucks that it has to happen to someone close to home. And, me being, you know, between 8 and 10 when I first experienced my abuse, and it wasn't a blood relative, but it was a relative that grew up with my mom and dad. I'm sorry, my mom and her siblings. So, being that young and experiencing abuse, it affects your entire being. It changes, it shifts your identity, and you lose yourself in that. You lose yourself in that. And one of the titles of my book is called Red Stairs, and that's chapter 2. One of the chapters is called Red Stairs, and when you read Red Stairs, you'll see that the abuse happened at the top of those red stairs, and how I hated going to the top of those red stairs. But yet and still, I always ended up there. I always ended up there, and I felt like I didn't have nobody to come in and rescue me. I had nobody that I can go talk to. I had nobody that I can release this thing that was tormenting me. So that abuse occurred at that young age, and it shifted my identity. And then as I got older, I became very promiscuous. I lost my virginity at 13. So I was looking for love because love was translated to me as I love you in this form. So now I'm looking for love, and I became very promiscuous, and I'm searching for myself in other people. I'm searching for myself in sexual promiscuity. So it's like I became somebody that I did not know, could not recognize. I became somebody that, as long as I stayed away from that little girl that was at the top of that red stairs, I was okay. I was okay. But within, I was lost. I was in a crowd, lost as all get out. I was in the midst of a crowd, lost. I didn't know who I was. I lived off of people telling me what to do, how to do it, and I lost myself even in trying to live my own life. Then it became such a controlling thing over me. People started telling me people had told me so much how to live my life. I felt like I couldn't live without people telling me how to live my life. So
Yep.
then when I started getting control of my life, then it's like, wait a minute. I tell you what to do. Now it's like I'm the bad person because I'm trying to get control back in my life. So it's like, no, I'm healing. I'm going through this healing journey, and I want to do what I want to do now. I lost myself. I lost my identity. Um, and I'm so thankful that I'm here, and it's a forever process for me. It's a forever journey for me. It's like an onion, and as those layers is pulled back, I'm slowly but surely fully discovering who Vianca is. And as I continue to heal, because it's like I said, it's a forever healing journey. It's always a new layer. It's always something there. It's always something there. And you got to walk it out. You got to release it. get it out, and then you keep going. And this right here is a part of it. Carl, this is a part of it. And I'm so thankful that you got me here.
Yeah, we're thankful too. We had been planning on anyway, but some things came up. My mama got sick that time. Then my son had got sick that time. Then I was sick one time, and
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? The next opportunity, that's when I shot you the inbox and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff is much needed, and I'm thankful that we have you on here. And one of the reasons why um we decided to do it on his platform, even though it's streaming in my page too,
Mm-hmm.
because he have more younger people on
Right,
his platform than I do.
right.
And this can reach some of the younger people, and the
Yeah,
younger people and the older people that I do have on my platform, it can reach them too. But if
absolutely.
he has more young people, and a lot of young people need to hear this, because somebody could be going through this very same thing right now as we speak.
Yeah, and it is. It is. It is definitely happening. It is definitely happening every day. And, and like I said earlier, it's those who you least expected. It's who you least expected. I met a guy, I was managing at Burger King in Monroe for years, and a guy came through the drive-through, and I recognized him from school, and we went to school together. And I didn't communicate or conversate with him throughout school like that, but I recognized him from school because he was more popular and I wasn't that popular. And he would ask my number, come through, ask my number, and I wouldn't give it to him. And finally, he convinced me, and we started hanging and dealing. And him being more popular, people wouldn't expect him to do anything wrong, you know, especially to that nature. So eventually, one day, he invited me over. Now, see, I didn't realize he had a drinking problem at the time. And me growing up in church, and being in church, I decided to turn my life around. I was going to church. I was thinking, I was promiscuous then, but I'm holding myself now. So I told him I was holding myself and I wasn't going to have sex. And so if he could handle it, cool. If not, he need to keep moving. And he agreed that it would work out, that sex wasn't a issue at the time. So it was cool. Months went on in and we were dating, we're hanging out, but I never brought him home, Carl. Never brought him home. So a word to the parents, tell them to bring you the boy. If he do not bring him home, if she do not bring him home, it's an issue. She's hiding something. Is she hiding something? So I always advise them to bring the boy home so that you can meet them and feel them out. And I never brought him home because I knew in my heart that he wasn't fit. The my parents' standards, and drinking a lot or whatever. So anyway, we hung out, but I never brought him home. One particular day, he invited me to his apartment, and I decided to go. Um, Never been before because I told him we get along. I knew what it was going to be. So I decided to go, and I went, and that's when it happened. He became somebody else. We were sitting there, was watching the Steve Wilkos show and talking and going on, and then all of a sudden, he was trying to get me comfortable. Take your shoes off, relax, and I didn't want to. He offered me a drink. I didn't want nothing. So next thing I know, he snapped and became somebody totally different. And he began to kiss me, and while he kissed me, pushing me back, kissing me, pushing me back, and he dropped his weight on me, and then from then on it was just over because he was a big husky dude. He wasn't fat big, but he was husky big.
Mhm.
And once he dropped his weight on me, it was like I had to prepare myself mentally to know that this was fixing to happen and there was nothing I can do about it. And it did. And then once it happened, he released himself out of my clothes, and finally I was able to get away. I told him I needed something to drink, but let me go back to this. Once he finished, it was like he came back too, because I'm not a weak person. I'm not a fighter, but I can hit. And I'm not a weak person. So while I'm hitting him, I'm trying to get him off of me. It was not phasing him at all. It was like he became somebody totally different from what I knew over these last few months. And but once he finished, and I was like, "What is that? What was that?" He said, "What you talking about?" And I was like, "I told you no when you did it anyway." He was like, "But I thought you wanted it anyway." That's another thing. They revert that reverse psychology. They reverse when you make you feel like it's your fault. And I told him, I was like, no, I hit you and everything. You didn't feel me punch you. And he's like, no, I thought you wanted to. And that's when he dropped to his knees and he grabbed me by my legs. And he was like, but I want to be with you. I want to be with you. You'll get over it. That's what he said to me. He said, I'll get over it. And I just asked for some water. And he got up. When he walked around to go in the kitchen to get the water, I grabbed my keys and I ran out. And he came behind me. He ran out behind me. He's like, wait, let me get my shoes or whatever. And then I got in the car and I just rolled around Monroe. I just rolled around. And I cried and I cried. I called my sister and I told her what happened. And she was like, just go to the house. And, first thing people would say, why you didn't call the police? Why you didn't go to the police? I have, to this day, I cannot say an answer that will satisfy people. I don't have an answer that would satisfy people because everybody will look at you and call you stupid or that was dumb and why you just didn't go to the police, whatever. It was a fear in me um, that I just did not do it. I just didn't do it. And, so that was the rape. So from the abuse as a child from 8 to 10, and then the first rape that I experienced, it became heavy for me. I started taking pain pills and drinking alcohol, and to become numb. That's what I did, and nobody knew. Then I, started tapping into self harm, and self harm. Nobody knew. The cutting, the pills. I've done a whole lot of self harm because I blame self. And I blame the fact that I was so cowardly and so weak and couldn't stand for myself. But that all comes back into losing my identity at the top of those red stairs. So that was the first rape. And then the second, working at a job, best job I ever had, got the assistant supervisor position. Things was going good for me. I got me a brand new car. So I started getting real heavy in the church. I'm just doing things, things that's looking up for me now. I'm
Hmm.
starting to be proud of myself. And the manager, so I have, it's me, the supervisor, then it's my supervisor, and then it's his supervisor. His supervisor was a younger guy, and he would always come by and ask me out, and I would never go. I'd be like, no, 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 because you know how that is in here. It spreads so fast when you're working doing manufacturing work. Those types of atmospheres can be
Yeah.
crucial, so I was like, nah, nah. But I didn't take it as him being a bad person. I just thought he really was crushing on me, and I wasn't crushing on him like that. But eventually, I allowed him to talk me into meeting a friend of his. So he was like, "Well, you won't go out with me because you're saying we work together. So I got somebody else I'll introduce you to." And so he did. He explained the guy, described the guy to the T to me, told me where he lived and everything. So he told me to come down and meet the guy somewhere in Lancaster, South Carolina. And so I went and I met this guy. And but by the time I got there, Carl, it was like they was sitting in the car. And while they sit in the car, I'm like, okay, so I get half out of the car. I'm like, what's up? He was like, come on, come ride with me, take him home. And I didn't, again, young minded, immature, and apart, insecure, and just a mixture of all different things in there. I was like, I believed him. I got in the car. I was like, first I was like, nah, I don't think so. He was like, what's the worst that can happen? When he said, what's the worst that can happen? We work together. I realized he's not going to jeopardize his job for anything. So I went and got in the car and I got the back seat, and immediately they started handing me drinks, handing me drinks and whatever. And I didn't check the cup, I didn't check the drink, anything. I didn't check anything. Long story short, we ended up at a hotel and he drugged me. He drugged me. And not only did he drug me, he used all different types of sexual toys on me. I was completely out of it. When I came to,
Mm.
I seen those things laying on the bed, and I asked him, what happened? And he told me everything he done to me so confidently. And I asked for my phone. Prior to that, I asked for my phone. So what my phone was, and he handed my phone. And again, you would say, well, why you just say call the police? Why you just call the police immediately? It's like I put my trust in these people. I put my trust in these people. I trusted you that nothing would happen. And being cowardly and not really knowing who I was and just lost in self and looking for love and maybe I was looking for something that I couldn't explain then. And I didn't. But what I did was I recorded what he said. And he told me everything he done to me so freely. And I had it recorded. And, I tried to get up. He wouldn't let me up. Finally, he was like, I really like you. You make it so easy. You make it so easy. I really like you. And you cool people. And I just chill with me for a little while. Just chill with me. And I was like, no, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. So finally he let me up, and that's when I seen all the toys and stuff on the bed. So I got up and got dressed, and he drove me back to my car, and I came home. And I'm driving home, Carl, and I'm just screaming on the way back. I'm screaming, like, why does this keep happening to me? Like, I could have sunk to the bottom of the earth. That's how low I felt. And I did not want to go to court with my cousins. I talked to my cousins and they encouraged me. They told me they would stand with me and be so supportive of me. And I did go to court, did everything, followed the steps and did everything that I was supposed to do, Carl. And then when the detective told me that he refused it, first he agreed to take the lie detector test and then he refused to take the lie detector test. Then the recording was not submissive. It would not hold up in court. There was nothing else they can do at this time. That crushed me. That's another level of pain that I didn't recognize, that I didn't know that I would have to experience. So not only did I go through these things, but then you're telling me I did everything right, following these steps, and it was still not guilty. Still got away from it. It's still no justice was served for me. So I really lost it. I dealt with suicide. I attempted suicide a few times. And that's how lost I was. I was completely lost in pain. Pain had become my identity. And I got tired. And but I made it out. I made it through. I'm still standing. I'm still walking my journey. I'm still dealing with triggers that I have that comes. I'm still talking to my psychiatrist. I'm still on this journey. It's a forever healing journey. Yes, you can forgive. Yes, you can move on. But that pain, that pain that you go through, something will always trigger and it'll be etched in the back of your mind at times, and something will trigger it, and you have to be a part of you will have to be so in control that you don't lose yourself and go and fall back and fall
Yeah.
back. And that's the part that we need to focus on. That being able to be strong enough to say, it could be a smell. You gotta catch yourself, Lord, and keep moving forward from that. But I have experienced a lot, and so that's why I wrote the book Pieces of Me, to get out, to release it, to get all of this out of me, so that my journey, my healing journey, can continue. um, that will forever be a journey for me.
Wow. I hope y'all heard that. Whew, that's incredible. That's incredible right there. I hope y'all taking all this in. If you just joined in, welcome to Smooth Talk Podcast. My special guest is Vianca Black. And if you missed it, when this is over, I hope y'all go back and play this and share this. Matter of fact, want y'all just get your family, especially if you got girls, get your family and sit down and watch this
Yeah.
and listen, because this is so important. It's so vital that's in our community. And like we were saying earlier, a lot of times we like to hide stuff and
Mm-hmm.
sweep all that mess up on the rug and everything. And then when that rug get too high with that big lump of all this mess, now it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that it takes that for that kind of stuff to come out and everything. But I thank God that you're still here to share this story, because this
Absolutely.
story need to be shared all over the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I do want to say is it's so important that you build your circle. Circles are so important. Look at me tearing up already. Circles are so important, and I thank God for my circle, my cousins, Pam and Netta. They are so important to me, so important to me, and I'm sure you've seen them on Facebook, Carl.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They are so vital
I
to
see
me.
you can mess with them you want to. Somebody gonna get
Yeah,
hurt.
got that right. We'll run the joker over for them. And then I also have a few people that I love dearly. Tish, Brandy, Ashley, D. I have Mama Boyd. I have um, D, another D, Leonka, Kizzy. I have a McKee. I have a circle that I was instructed to formulate. And even though I have all of these people, each one of those relationships are different. Each one of them are different. And they're so vital and so keen. And those people are those people that will correct you. They will tell you when you need to be told. Those people will love you no matter what. Those people will stand with you no matter what. It is so important to build your circle that some people that you can completely be yourself with and be totally free. That's not going to judge you and love you right where you are. And yes, it may be hard. Yes, it may be hard, but if you've got to start with just one person, be it a teacher or a friend or a parent of a friend or whatever, a pastor, anybody, that circle is so important because that circle is what's going to help you heal. It's going to help be a part of your healing journey. Don't get lost in the thing because this does not define me. It's a part of who I am, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't define me. I define me. I define me. And and then also that healing is my responsibility. Healing is our own responsibility. I don't care what you go through, and I don't care what anybody else caused you to go through. Healing is your responsibility. And if you do not take responsibility of your happiness, you will lose yourself. I lost myself in those things, in those situations, and I fought trying to find me in them, and I kept going under and deeper and deeper. And I'm like, God, it wasn't to the day that I had to cry out and scream and cry out to the point that I almost scared myself. Like, God, what is this? When am I going to be free of this thing that is tormenting me? And I had to write. I had to write and I wrote and I released it. And it took me a while because I was ashamed. I wonder what people would say. But honey, can't nobody put me back where I came from. Can't
Mm-hmm.
nobody put me back where I came from. Nobody. I've overcame and I'm still overcoming. But I'm going to tell you what, as I look back, I thank God for his grace and mercy because now I'm standing strong. Oh, it get rocky sometime and I cry. Oh, boy, I cry sometime. But I'm going to always stand. I'm going to always stand. I thank God that he didn't allow me to perish when I took those pills. I thank God that he didn't allow me to perish when I held that knife in my hand. I thank God. Oh, I got the physical scars. I got the physical scars, but I'm still standing. I'm still standing, and I'm thankful for my circle, and I'm thankful for the ability to be free and to be able to speak without feeling ashamed. Can't nobody make me feel less than who I am, who I know I am. I am somebody. And no matter what we go through, knowing that you are somebody and that you got people that love you unconditionally, that's what's going to carry you. That's what's going to carry you. So I know it's a lot of young people out here hurting and going through a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you, this generation is suffering, and there's so
Yeah.
much out here that's coming against them. I'm telling you. So love is so important. When you got people that love you right where you are, I don't see you not getting through. I don't see you not getting through. I don't see you not getting through. You will make it. You gotta make it. You will make it. Be determined. You gotta be determined first. But as long as you got that determination, listen, those people is gonna be right there to carry you through. They will.
Every time, like my circle, everybody that just joining us, who just tuned in, welcome to Smooth Talk Podcast. My son back there, he's relaxing. He had an infusion Friday, so it takes a couple of days to really get back to his normal self. And we have our special guest, Miss Vianca Black, and y'all, she has an incredible story. She's sharing some of her story right now. Y'all see, she got the book. She's showing the book right now. pieces of me. She dropping some more than pieces with us right now. I'm telling you, y'all see, I ain't really saying too much. I'm listening. I'm listening because I'm taking all this in because a lot of this stuff is really going on with the females, and the females are talking more and more now. Just about every time you turn around, it's female that's telling their stories now. And I'm
Mhm.
thankful for that. Now I'm just waiting on the men to start telling their stories
Mhm.
like that, because
Right.
that can show enough help too. And I see now, like, women, they're telling their stories. Now they are into the churches, telling the stories
Yeah.
inside the churches. And
Yes.
I don't care how saved you are.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how saved you are. And I tell anybody this: somebody need to hear this stuff, because if they're not going through it, they may know someone who has or is going through this right now. And
Mhm.
don't get it twisted, people. Just because you see these bishops and these pastors, you think they
Don't get
all
it
this right
twisted.
here. They are the
Mhm.
one that's doing this stuff too, to their
Yes,
wives and
folks.
to their nieces, to the to the
Mhm.
to the nephews, and they doing this stuff too. Don't get it twisted. Oh, he just a man of God. Please, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They can get down and dirty too.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that I don't like about certain, certain church gatherings or situations or whatever you
Yeah.
call it, religious activity or whatever. I don't like that because it's like you're basically saying, yes, they did it, but gotta pray, gotta forgive them. Yes, they did it, but gotta forgive them. It's like you're putting a band-aid on it and you're slightly justifying it just a little bit without making them being held accountable. Accountability is what's going to get them to change. Accountability. I just feel like I don't care who you are, when you can take a child, and I'm just gonna be honest, Carl. Can I be honest?
Be straight up honest.
Listen, when you take a child and you can insert your grown man penis into a child, you deserve to go to prison. You deserve to go to prison. You need to be held accountable for what you're doing, because sexual perversion has gone too far. It's gone too far now. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. People need to be held accountable. And I feel like friends, family, if you know, I'm gonna tell you, I went through the abuse as a child. I was raped by by the classmate. And I was drugged and raped by a supervisor. I went through that, Carl, and I discovered that my grandfather was a serial rapist.
Mm.
And I felt like the sins of the father falls on the children. I didn't know my grandfather like that. But when I found that out, at first I was angry because I thought it was his fault. He did this to me. It was what he did, you know. And even that I had to deal with. I had to forgive him, even though he did nothing to me physically. I had to forgive him for what he did, because a little bit in me felt responsible, like I carried his sins. I suffered for what he did to those women. And that's not me. It doesn't define me. I'm better and bigger than that, and those things I pray that those women find healing some way or another, just as I have and still are. Um and I could not allow that to define me. That troubled me for a long time. It did. It troubled me for a long time. But I had to remind myself who I was. I had to shake that thing and remind myself, V, this is not you, honey. This is not you. So, but yeah, I'm thankful, Carl, for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes,
I'm a
yes.
crybaby. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Netta was already saying it in there, so
Which, oh, did she? Is she on there?
yeah, she on here. Netta funny boy. I love Netta. Netta trip boy.
She a trip,
From the
honey.
times I have met with her and just talked to her, from the time we met a couple times,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I tell you what, I went across her. I tell you that much, and I'm a
Don't
dude. I
cross
went
it
across
now,
her.
honey. Don't cross about her stank, honey, because she gonna come through about me.
Yes,
Listen,
and
that
that's what she said that earlier too. She was having stank. I'm like, what? Okay, okay, you got names for it now. Okay, I got you.
that's
And
so
yeah,
true.
it's
I
so
remember.
true.
I remember.
But we need this. We need this. I know,
Yes, we
and
do.
that should go right there.
Let me see. Oh God, I didn't know they was at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was flashing them up because I was gonna tell you that, but you was
Uh,
flowing with your story. I said, no, I'm not even gonna interrupt that. Not even gonna
oh,
interrupt that.
I'm gonna tell you how Netta is. I tell you every time I tell the story, I get emotional because I remember when I did. And I was in the hospital from the overdose, and they wouldn't let me call nobody or talk to anybody or anything. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't go to the bathroom by myself or nothing. And I just remember. It's funny, but it's not. I just remember the nurse called, a little Asian nurse come running through there. She talking about Anetta Jackson wants to see you. And I just laughed and I said yes, because I knew Netta cussed everybody out. I knew she cussed everybody out. And she said she wants to see you. And Netta came around that corner, and I was so happy to see her. I was just so happy to see her and to know that a part of my circle was there standing with me, and that I hadn't done nothing that was so bad to stop the love from flowing. Um, and that's something that these young girls need to know, that there's nothing when you got your circle and you got people that love you. There's nothing that's so bad that you can do that can stop them from loving you. And I'm so glad that she cussed everybody out. She said, "Girl, I done cussed everybody out from the top to the bottom to get back here. Gonna tell me I can't see you." Her joke ain't gonna play about it, huh?
Oh my
She ain't gonna
goodness.
play.
Ooh.
Lord, look at me, I'm
Well,
crying.
that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We so happy to have you here, and we are glad that you're here with us, sharing this story, because stories like this need to be shared all over honestly all over the world. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if they went back to the old days of when you did stuff like that to a child, or just rape somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
back then they used to cut it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used to castrate you. A
Yeah.
lot of this stuff would stop. But since
Mm-hmm.
they don't find out they can make money by putting your tail in prison, they make money off you, and they try to share that with the guys. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
doing all this stuff, they make money off you.
Yeah.
They make money off you. Every head that's in that prison, there somebody getting paid. If
Yep.
me and you had the money to build a private prison, they would pay us. Y'all don't believe that though, but it's for
I
real.
believe it. I
Ask
believe
ask Michael ask Michael Jordan. Why you think Michael Jordan so
it.
heavily
Mm-hmm.
into that? Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but y'all didn't know that because y'all
Yep.
just think Michael making all that money off them shoes. He making
Mm-hmm.
some money off them shoes, but he making money off that doggone prison camp
Yep.
too.
For that prison camp, absolutely.
Look it up. Now,
Absolutely.
this ain't no joke. Look it up. You can look it up yourself.
It's real. I definitely saw it. I read it. It's real. It's real. It's real. And I think another thing is, like I said earlier, holding people accountable. Accountability is so important, especially when you have friends and it don't even have to be at this point in time, day and age, Carl, it don't even it's not necessarily have to about be sexual assault. It could be anything, drugs, it can be addictions. It could be stealing. It could be not being accountable in your child's life. It doesn't matter. At this point, it's about having people that's going to really hold you accountable.
Yep.
And I think that's what we fall short to a lot of times. Oh, snitches get stitches. Oh, that's my child. Don't touch my child. I'm going to tell my child what to do except for me. We done lost the village. We don't even have the village no more to even bring correction to the children.
Mm-mm.
So, and I think shielding people from wrongdoing is how the prisons are getting filled. We are shielding them from wrongdoing. And I don't have children, but I honestly believe in my heart, if I had a child that really done something that just was just, I knew that they done it, murder, rape, whatever. Honey, I came up, my grandma kind of helped bring me up. I'm old school. We finna go right on downtown. We finna go right on downtown, and you finna be held accountable for what you done did. And I really believe that. I believe that accountability is so important. It is. It's important, and then we got to be responsible for those that we are connected to. And if you are connected to God's call, and you know that guys are out here and they doing wrongdoing, you need to be holding them people
Hold them
accountable.
accountable. Yes.
You need to hold them accountable. It's not funny. It's not cool. No, it's not. It's not. How can you know something that somebody's doing that is wrong and say nothing? You're a part of the problem. You're a
Part of the
part of the
problem.
problem. Yeah.
My circle that I have, they will tell you right quick, I'm not coming to get you if you get in some trouble that it was your fault doing some
Yep.
dumb stuff.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. And if
Yep.
I got to bust you upside your head, I'm
That's
gonna
right.
bust you upside your head.
That's
But if you
right.
want to keep doing that crazy stuff, don't even
Hmm.
come around me no more. I have that type of people. I don't have no yes people around me like that.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
them my it's a few of my families and some of my friends. They would tell you right quick, no, we ain't gonna play with you. We're not
Hmm.
gonna play with you. But you see what Netta said right there, right? Her own
But
mama couldn't get back there,
she
but I
couldn't
was
get
going
back
to
there.
hell or jail that night.
They could not get back there. I don't know how Netta got back there, but honey, that joker got back there.
Well, I tell you, boy, this has been real great right here. And if you can tell anybody anything about sharing this story, sharing their own story, what would you say? Especially the young people.
Be brave. Be brave. Be brave and don't care what anybody is going to say about you. As long as you know your truth, you hold on to your truth because truth don't need to be defended. A lie does. Your truth will stand for you. Be brave when you come forward. Your freedom lies in you releasing it. And the moment you decide to release it, not only are you healing yourself, but you are also assisting others to heal. And that's what I've learned on my journey. I'm not only am I healing myself, but I'm helping to assist others in their healing. There's no greater joy and feeling I get from that. I love when people message me and tell me, "Can you talk to this person, this young person? You know, they have went through this." I love when people message me and tell me, "I went through this and I never told anybody, but I feel like I can talk to you." I love when people call me and say, "I just need to get this off my chest, and I'm ashamed. I would never tell. I would never tell, but I need to tell you because I feel like I can trust you." I love it, Carl. It does something to me. It keeps me pushing, it keeps me motivated, and it makes me proud of me for finally standing for myself. Finally taking courage and being strong within myself to stand for me, for Vianca, for Queen V. Queen V.
Hey,
That's
I,
who
I
I
don't I
am.
don't too much blame you. I don't too much blame you. Even in the Bible, we was talking about in Sunday school last
Mhm,
week and today too. And I just brought up the question. I said, do y'all really know how important women are in the Bible, even though the men try to suppress them of
mhm,
today? I said,
mhm.
you don't really know how vital they are. You don't even know how much they really important they are. Women are very important.
Yes,
Women
ma'am.
showed you how to get through to get healed.
That's right. That's right. This is something. This is the last page that I wrote in the book, and then it says, "Now, if you were to ask me who I am, I would say this to you: I am Queen. I have my remembrance. It has nothing to do with the problem, a person, a belief system, material things, my job, my past, nor my future or family tree. It has everything to do with who I see myself. I see myself, that is how I see myself, that is what I identify with. I am queen. I will never be who you want me to be. You cannot limit me by standards you have created. Nothing you say defines me. I define me. I am beautiful. I am love. I am loved. I am peace. I am joy. I am wealth. I am health. I am prosperous. I am powerful. I am secure and I'm confident. I am blessed. I am rich. I am strong. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am worthy of every good thing that comes to me. I am perfect just the way God created me. Take me or leave me. It still remains. I am queen. Ashe. So
All
that's
right
how
now.
I, that's how I ended the book. So Listen, if you want the book,
There
reach
you
me on
go.
Facebook. Um, my name is Vianca Black on Facebook. Or you can go on Amazon. It's on Amazon, and you can order it for $20 off Amazon, or you can get it from me for $20, and I will be gladly to ship it to you. You can cash out me, or you can meet me, or I can meet you. Whatever the case, I will get you your book if you are willing to purchase it. I will make it happen. I will make it
Y'all,
happen. Pieces
y'all
of
make it
me,
happen.
gracefully broken.
Y'all make it happen. Go. You know what? And I know some people order from Amazon. Y'all order from her so y'all can get the autograph.
Oh
Y'all get a
yes,
y'all
definitely
can get an
gonna sign.
autograph copy. Y'all
Absolutely.
order straight from her so you can get the autograph copy of that. So you can say, you know what, I got a book and it's autograph that everybody else don't have. That's just
That's right.
little bragging points right there.
That's right. Because when I blow up, honey, you're gonna be glad to have that book.
And we are glad to have you because we're part of that.
That's right.
but one thing before we even let you get out of here, y'all go follow her. Go send a friend request. You know, blow a page up, blow Amazon up, but blow her up first before you do Amazon. Get it from her first so she can autograph that thing and tell you thank
Absolutely.
you and she love you and all this other kind of stuff. Y'all blow it up and get it from her. You have the autograph copy. You ain't gonna get the autograph copy from Amazon, but you get that
Um,
autograph copy from her, and you
absolutely.
tell your friends about her and everything. And we just thank you and we appreciate you so much. We are so glad that we
Oh,
had you.
thank
And my
you.
son creeping back in here because he do his own clothing more. I don't do his clothing more. I can't do like him now. I got my own little thing, but I can't do like him. But Bianca, we are so glad. We call you wasn't shooting. You know, no, I ain't messing with you. That's what I love about that little boy. That's crazy, boy. She
Be
crazy.
crazy now.
She crazy, boy. She funny.
Life of the party. I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to tell you.
Netta, I probably was in the corner somewhere. I probably did like Steven Jackson, got that sneaker hit and kept going. But we're so glad that you came on with us and shared your story. You know, even I'm trying my best to um put a panel together of just women,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and I'm gonna invite some people, and we would love to have you even to come back, share some other stuff you want to, or
Absolutely.
we would like you to be a part of that too.
Absolutely.
If you're free and everything, and that go another crazy stuff right there. I tell you, oh, Netta boy, you something else, girl. And but we're so happy to have you here and to share our story and share your story and we're just so happy. Y'all share this with everybody, you know,
Absolutely. I
because
thank
this is a story that need to be shared and heard because it's a lot of stuff and a lot of people are suffering and going through this type of stuff right now. You may not know them, but it's
you.
somebody going through that because when you was talking about at 13, what happened to you at 13, I know she's a woman now. I know a woman that got taken advantage of at 13 and had a child at 14.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And the man, I'm 56, the man probably 60. And
Woo.
she is a couple years younger than me.
Wow. Mm. It goes to show. Mm.
Yeah.
It goes to
Yeah.
show. Wow.
Yes. So once again, you're gonna share your book again and share your information, your social media so everybody can
Absolutely.
follow you.
Absolutely. My social media is Vianca Black. I'm on Facebook. And then my book is Pieces of Me, Gracefully Broken. It is on Amazon. You can get it off Amazon, or you can message me on Facebook, and I will make sure you will have your signed copy shipped to you.
Y'all heard it
Abs-
right. Sign
Signed
copy.
copy. Absolutely. Thank you
Sign.
so much. Thank you so
See,
much
she
for
she on
having
my
me.
right on the screen. She on my right. I'm pointing to my right. So sign copy. Y'all heard it.
Absolutely.
Sign.
Absolutely.
So when she blow up, you will have a classic in your book collection
Yes,
that
get
will
it,
be
get
worth
it.
something one day.
Absolutely.
I'm crazy enough to believe that. Y'all excuse me sometimes because I'm crazy enough to believe certain stuff.
Hey, thank
That's
you.
just
Be
me though.
crazy. I'm gonna be crazy with you. I believe it too.
So Bianca, we thank you so much. We're gonna let you go so you can
Absolutely.
enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank
Let
you
me
so
let me
much for
let me let
having
you
me.
read what Netta say before you get out of here.
Awesome, amazing show. May God richly bless you all. Thanks for the platform. It is very needed. Awesome. Oh, she is so sweet. I love you
Yeah,
so
she's
much.
sweet. She's sweet. Next time at the gym, hit me up so I can be in the corner somewhere.
Carl, thank you. Tell your son I appreciate him. Thank
He
you
right
so much
here.
for having me. Thank
Look
you
at him.
so much for having me.
What she said? I ain't got my headphones.
He got to go get his dog on headphones. I told him to leave it hooked up in here. He want to jump off like that. But he probably had him on back there somewhere. But even though he be relaxing and stuff, he be listening in.
Oh, awesome.
Just in case we
Awesome.
might have any type of problem, he'll text me, let me know, or maybe I should turn something down
Awesome.
and everything. But I'm gonna let him speak to you before you get off and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I can hear you. Hey, how you
Thank you
doing?
so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. This was
Definitely.
awesome. This is
No
awesome.
problem.
I was nervous and probably was all over the place, but you know what? I'm so thankful for you guys allowing me to be on you all's platform to share my story, a portion of my story. And I'm hoping that, even if it's just one person, I'm humbled. So even if it's just one person, I prayed that thousands, but even if it's just one person that was touched or able to become free, releasing something. Um, from their story to be able to get it out. We reached the goal. We reached the goal, and that's what my goal is always. Just reach one person. It's enough for me. I'm satisfied. Thank you so much. Be smooth.
We appreciate
Bianca,
having you.
can you drive a straight drive?
I cannot.
Okay, with then I use the automatic um the concept of this then. You was in low one when you first started out down. That's old school when it was down to low one.
Yeah.
You was in
Yeah.
low one because you said you were a little nervous and everything. But by the
Mhm.
time you got to going, you was always in drive real quick. It sure didn't seem like you were nervous about it and everything, but you jumped the drive real quick. I clear because I was watching the time and she said she was nervous. I said, I'm gonna look at the time and see how long it take her. And when I looked at it, I said, okay, we just 10 minutes in this thing. Okay, she don't jump into full-fledged drive now. So it's on now. I'm just gonna let her flow with
Right. Oh, good.
it. Netta, we know you from the country. We know you can drive stuff like that.
Definitely from the country.
So Bianca, we appreciate you so much and thank you. We're gonna let you jump off and enjoy the rest of your Sunday and
Absolutely.
with your fiance and everything. And y'all
Yes,
enjoy it.
yes.
Everybody go get the book, hit her up. I will hit her up, get me an autographed copy so y'all can have
Absolutely.
the little bragging rights and everything. That's just a little
Absolutely.
snippet in there. And once it becomes famous, you have something that's worth something
Yes.
that is very
Well wish.
valuable. And you can
Well
pass
wish.
this on.
Well
Pass this
wish.
on. Yeah.
Thank you. Well
Yeah.
wishes to you both.
You
Thank you.
too.
You too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I appreciate y'all coming through. Show love, y'all don't miss. Like you said earlier, I was in the back chilling.
Yeah.
I'm in the cut. I'm in the back there chilling. But as far as like what I got coming up, you know, dancing and everything else, still working on the films and things of that nature. Uh, I may do an episode this Sunday, depending on what stuff got going on. But yeah, for sure, gonna do the episode, things of that nature. Okay, yeah, I had to make sure I had doctor's appointments and all that figured out before I say what I was about to say. But yeah, most likely I'll end up hopping back on next Sunday. I most likely will be on tomorrow. If not,
Mike Knight.
it might.
Yeah.
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 So if nothing happens, yeah, we'll let y'all know. But most likely we're gonna be on tomorrow, so y'all don't want to miss that. But yeah, you know, just been on the grind, honestly. Just relaxing, been on the grind. Just been chilling. But I love y'all. What you
Yeah,
got
because
coming
you
up?
know, y'all can follow us on YouTube too, because you know, I put it in the chat and everything. I'm putting everything in the chat right quick. Follow us on YouTube. You know, we're trying. You already at 1,000. You had 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah. I'm at like 1.4K.
Yeah,
Trying to get up there.
yeah. So follow us on YouTube and everything. You know, we're trying to spread all this stuff everywhere that we can, um, to get the message across. Just like today, you know, Bianca was talking about the things she was dealing with, that she dealt with, pieces of me, abuse and all that. And I mean, to hear that from somebody local, and you may know somebody local with that, share this with them. Share this with them. You know, thank everybody in the comment section. Thank all the people in the audience and stuff like that for hanging in with us and stuff. You know, we greatly appreciate that. Y'all may not think so, but we greatly appreciate it. We greatly do, for real.
Mhm.
We greatly appreciate it. It's something special when it comes to listening to people and learning from people. It's very special, very special. And we can get through this together, together.
Yep. But that all you got? Or you got some more?
And you know, y'all make sure y'all tune in with us. Open mic night
Open
tomorrow
night,
at 7 o'clock.
7
Y'all tune
o'clock.
in. Doing we, you know, we take it somewhere else with that one, but
Right.
you know, and we will be putting all the YouTube stuff in the chats, and we'll be start posting it on our page. But we go ahead and talk what I'm trying to get it now
But yeah, be
before
sure
we
y'all
sign off.
right. Be sure y'all come through, you know, tomorrow for the open mic night, things of that nature. Um, yeah, like I told y'all before, the dance videos, the photos, and all the stuff we're working on will be getting dropped pretty soon. I posted a picture. What was that, yesterday? If it wasn't yesterday, it was like 2 days ago. But yeah, you know, I'm proud of every single one of y'all. I be in the cut. I be watching what y'all be doing. You know, I like and share and do all this other stuff. But you know, I get on social media like and then hop out because y'all know I don't be on there for too long no way. But I'm proud of all y'all. You know, I love every single one of y'all. We love y'all, and we
Yes.
proud of every single one of y'all. You know, keep doing your thing. Don't ever give up, bro. No matter what it is, you know, you keep at it, keep pushing forward. But we love y'all. You know, stay focused, stay positive. You know, smile, stay safe. As always, you know, be smooth with it.
We out of here.